Hi everyone, this is Rayon Paper. Welcome to another episode of Ru's Ramblings, where I lump together a bunch of stuff that feels like maybe too small for a separate video, or that I just don't really have the time to make a separate video about. I have three things today to share with you. I don't think it'll be a very long video, but just to share with you some pen and ink stuff that I've been doing, and also share with you a fairly big life update, at least I think so. That's probably also going to affect the video schedule for a little bit, so let's just dive into it. First thing that I wanted to share is I forgot to bring something. I'll be right back. I forgot this, which is this is a mica powder, a shimmer powder basically. Does it say what brand this is? It's Pearl X, and it's the antique copper color. And basically, this is just a very fine shimmer powder that I got from a craft store. And I've been playing around with that as sort of a shimmer additive for fountain pen ink. I was Googling a little bit, and some people say that it's not really safe to use in fountain pens. I think quite a few people agree that it should be just fine, that it's quite similar to the shimmer that ink makers use. And I've been playing around with it, adding a little bit to ink. But what I found is that when you add like very little, you actually barely see it, and it doesn't really add anything. So this month, I guess, I finally managed to get like a combination of ink, pen, shimmer in the right quantities so that it actually shows up in writing and it actually looks fairly good. So what I did was I added this antique copper shimmer to Diamine Evergreen, which is this wonderful green ink. And I put this in my Lamy Safari in, I believe this is the Savannah colorway. So I'm just gonna agitate this a little bit. And these Lamy Safari nibs, they handle shimmer very well. You see, I haven't written with this for a couple of days, but it just writes immediately. And we're just going to let this dry for a little bit. And then I'll show you that it actually does show the shimmer pretty well. Yeah, it just needs to dry for a bit. But I'm actually really happy with this, because what I find is that I find shimmer inks very interesting, but I like all kinds of combinations of inks and shimmers, but I don't always want to get a lot of an ink with a shimmer, because I do find myself using it a little bit less than just regular ink. So I thought that if I just get a couple shimmer powders or shimmer additives, like the liquid ones from Pannonia, I do have the gold and silver one from Pannonia. I can just like mix and match to make my own. And that has been really fun. Well, now it's fun, now that I actually find the combination that actually works like a shimmer ink, just like a regular shimmer ink. I think it'll be visible. Yeah. Okay, so I hope, you can actually see this quite well on camera. Do you see that shine, that shiny bit? Like the ink does sheen a little bit as well. And the shimmer is quite similar to the color of the sheen, but there's just really some lovely, lovely coppery glitter in there, which is really great. I love it. So that was the first thing that I wanted to share. I'll probably do a little bit of a more in-depth video once I get to know the shimmer powder a little bit better and try it in different pens with different inks. Probably wouldn't use this with my more expensive pens, but if I find that it really never gives me any problems, then I might sort of go up to those pens as well. But for now, it works beautifully in this Lamy Safari. So this is a great combination. We're in the right way. Then I wanted to share with you this pen. This is the most glittery pen that I have. It is just 100% glitter. This is the BENU Minima Baikal Ice. And I got this one recently because BENU was getting rid of all of their older Minima colorways. This one has been around for a couple of years, and I had always looked at it and thought that, maybe I'll get it someday. And now they said like, hey, we're putting it on sale for a week and then they're gone. So I thought, okay, let's just, do it. So I got this and I love it. It is glittery, it is hysterical, and it's amazing. I love this. I got it with an extra fine nib. I love these extra fine number 5 Schmidt nibs. They are very crisp, they give you a very precise line, but they are still very smooth, not scratchy at all, barely even any feedback. So let's just see. I am someone who likes to match my pens and inks. And as you can see, this one doesn't really have a color, or at least I don't really feel like silver is a color. But I think this one works with basically any color pen, just like my white, basically any color ink, just like my white pen, the Furore in white salt. I feel like I can just put anything in this, but I think it's especially fun if you put a colored ink in here with a silver shimmer, because then the shimmer matches the pen. So what I did was I inked it up with my sample of Dominant Industry Apple Blossom, which is just as loud as the pen. So I thought that was going to be a great match. And it actually is a great match. It writes super smoothly. It is fun. It is bright. It is... Yeah, you need to be in the mood for this, but I think it's fun. So this, this is just super, super smooth. Has a lot of silver shimmer. So this is the BENU Minima. They also have a gold one. I guess they had a gold one. You can probably still find it at some places. They haven't run out everywhere. But the gold one is also fun. But I just thought that the silver matched better with my preferences. I think this is a great winter fountain pen because it reminds me of ice. I mean, the name is Baikal Ice, so I guess that was intended. But yeah, I think that's a great icy pen for like January, February. It's also great for the holiday season to add a little bit of sparkle. I think this is super fun. And this is a great shimmer ink with a ton of silver shimmer. But I find the Dominant Industry inks to be quite shimmery, but they haven't ever given me any trouble. It feels like it's a very fine shimmer that, especially when the ink dries, is very visible. But it's not like super big grains kind of going through your feed and your nib. So when you don't use it for a couple days, I feel like these inks never really clog up. So that's great. And then the third thing that I wanted to share, it's actually not something that I can show you. Or, well, I probably could have if I had some pictures, but I'm not going to. And that is that my partner and I are going to move. We bought a house. Well, we already had a house. Well, we have a house. I am in the house now. Wow, great explanation. But yeah, we moved here 3.5 years ago, and it's a great house. It's a nice place, and honestly, we could have lived here for many years more. But we always knew that at some point we would love to live a little bit closer to the edge of town. Just in a bit of a more quiet neighborhood. We always really wanted to live in a house that, how do you call that? There are just big areas of life where I have no vocabulary in English. But like right now, we live in a house that is like, the house has like 2 houses in it. This is the best I can come up with. But anyway, so like we share the building with our neighbors, and we have our own front door, and like the house is just like split in the middle, so it like we both have a garden, and it, you know, you never really feel like you're sharing a building except for when one of us has a party, and it's like you can hear it a little bit, but it's a newer house, like the isolation is good, so it's not a problem. But we would always have loved to live in a house that's like a solitary house where you can like walk around the house. And we recently, like at the end of summer, we came across the house that we thought would be our dream house for the next, well, I hope many years. And we managed to get it. So we will get the keys in January, and then we'll just take some weeks to move. It's in the same city where we live now, so it's not too much of a hassle. But it's still, you know, it's still big life change. We yesterday we put up our current house for sale, so we'll have that going on, and we have to do things for the new house. We have to think about, you know, floors and all the painting that we need to do, and just, you know, all those kinds of logistics, which is fun. I quite like it. But I especially like, you know, thinking about floor plans and the actual moving and packing and unpacking. I love that kind of stuff, but I don't love the renovating stuff. But that's quite important as well. So that's what we'll be thinking about and doing for the next couple months. And then when we get the keys in January, we can like hit the floor running and get stuff done. But that also means that, you know, I will be home a little less because the real estate agent, is that what you call it? Real estate person? The guy who's going to sell our house, hopefully. You know, he's making appointments for people to visit our house, and it's like usually that means that we and the cats are not here, so we have to take the cats to my in-laws who don't live very far away, luckily, so we can just camp there and, you know, not be here. But it just means that I have a little bit less time over the next couple of months. So, you know, there will definitely be quiet days where I can film 1 or 2 videos, and maybe it'll be just fine. But if there may be some weeks where I just don't have the time or the energy, or just maybe this desk is not available at the time because we're packing stuff or moving stuff, or we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to share this with you. Obviously, it has been like in the works for a couple of weeks, but right now it is official. Like all the paperwork has been sorted, everything has been sorted like financially. So the only thing left right now is to sell our house, and then just looking forward to January. So very excited. Also very happy that we'll still be here in December so that we can like decorate the Christmas tree because that would feel like a bit of an extra hassle if we were like moving in December, and December is always like really busy. So I'm glad that we can just wait until the new year. That's actually great. And it gives us some more time to sell our house. So yeah, that's the life change. And this is my new pen, and this is my ink mix combination thing. So yes, that was the video. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.